You guys, thanks for listening to my madness.
Hey, everybody. Okay, it's Heidi and Emily, and we are going to be training today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on Fresh Start. Guys, I do hear some background noise. If you can go ahead and mute yourself out. Thank you so much. So first of all, we're just going to review really quick where we are. The ISADreamteam.com is our hub. I loved what Emily just talked about. You know, really, all of this begins with belief and a vision and mindset. And, you know, the how will come if the why and the mindset are strong. But we do have tracks to run on here. And we basically are working with 3 categories of people. And we have 3 tracking sheets that coordinate with the 3 categories we're working with. So we have prospects. We are working with prospects in an effort to educate them on our solutions to see if any of our solutions are a fit for them. We have product users, which, as Emily mentioned, is 82 to 84% of our comprises our organizations. And the product coaching and support collaborates with our Fresh Start Facebook page, which Emily founded. And, you know, that is designed to help maximize their product experience and help them to reach their product goals. And then last but certainly not least, we're working with business partners in an effort to help them reach their goals and help them, build a residual income. So right now we are on our product support tracking sheet, and we're on, last week we trained on the welcome email and the orientation call. You can review that on the video right here. And we trained on sending the welcome email and conducting the orientation call. And as Emily mentioned, that's when we ask people, in order to serve you best, Emily, I'd like to ask if you're a 1, a 2, or a 3. 1, you're simply interested in using the products and, benefiting from your online wholesale account. 2, you're interested in sharing the products with others and offsetting the cost of your products, or possibly eating for free. Basically, our compensation plans an elegant referral program. Or 3, you're interested or at least intrigued in building a business with Isagenix. There's an incredible income opportunity behind these products. And you take their temperature. Where are they? Are they a 1, 2, or 3? And you respect that and you meet them where you are. But here we're going to move on to add and welcome them to our Fresh Start page. So, and what I always say is, Emily, as you're getting started, your box is going to be arriving in a few days. And in order to open you up to all the product support, the community, and the coaching that we offer, I'd love to add you to our VIP coaching group called Fresh Start. There's people on that page 24/7, ready and willing to help you with any challenges that you go through during this journey, to coach you and support you through your product experience. And so we add them when they say, yeah, definitely add us, and we welcome them. And Emily, you want to just talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So the Fresh Start page, there are lots of admins, lots of coaches that are on there. And many people are willing to ask or answer any questions that are posted on there. What is really great too, it's a great place for us as people who are enrolling others to post content, maybe great shake recipes, different items that they absolutely would love to have some ideas for recipe items just with food for their 400 to 600 calorie meals. And, sometimes it's inspiration and great information about cleansing. So when people first start and we welcome them to the page, some of the things that were, like Melissa Locke shared here, one of the items that I love to see posted for people is this page on their comment section. So they have this, they can download onto their phone, and they can have it there for their check marks. You know, they can just check off the boxes when they're going through their shake and cleanse days. It just keeps it easy. And, you know, it took me a while to get this. So this is one of the many things. I love it when people post the link to Healthy Mind and Body. I think that is a wonderful, wonderful program. And some people will say it's redundant. If you are building this business and are just getting started, I highly recommend this. I'm actually in my second go around with it, but I think that everybody can go through and get something out of it, no matter where they are in their life. So go through the process too of enrolling in that. It's $39, but you get a $45 product coupon back when you complete it in its entirety. So finish it, and then that way you can also know what you're recommending to people, because it will help them, because there's this deception phase when everybody starts something new, especially so many skeptical people out there. And they really confront that you're going through a phase. First you're excited, and then you go through this deception phase. And really what we want people to understand is that's natural, and it's not just you wanting to slash all your other tires. You really are going through something that every human goes through when they're starting something new. So it kind of lets them know that, okay, I'm all right here, stick with it. And it's somebody other than you just cheering them on, you know, being a cheerleader. It's actually letting them know what's going on with their mind as a third party endorsement, so you don't have to be pouring into every single person. So I highly recommend this. You know, if somebody else wants to post in the comment section something about the IsaBody challenge, and you know, enrolling in that, that's a great reminder. So if they're welcomed to the Fresh Start page, it's usually right after they enroll to get their box. So these are some of the things that they can begin while their box is in transit. They can start Healthy Mind and Body, and they can also get their measurements or their pictures taken and upload all that into the ISA Body Challenge. Some of the things that I absolutely love. So, and then, you know, when you're going through this, you might direct them to part of the how to do your auto ship, but I wait till the end of the month to go through that with them. I let them know between the time they get their box and going and getting their box, we go through and they learn how to toggle their auto ship, just so they know what their back office is and show them where some of these things are. But you know, we won't set up their auto ship till the end of the month, and then I'll be with them to do that. So they have that dry run with me first, and they learn how to put things in the cart and take things out in their before their box comes. But then we come back around, and then we'll go through it toward the end of the month based on where they are, what their goals are next, because their order basket might be totally different than the beginning of the month, because now maybe they've lost their 15, 20 pounds that they wanted to lose. Now they're on to the performance stuff. You know, it could all change. You just don't know where they are. They could come up against a plateau where maybe they need more protein and you need to move to Isoline Pro or, you know, meal replacements, and give them that so they can break through the plateau. You know, it just depends on where they are.
And, you know, right. And, you know, Emily, I so appreciate you bringing that up, because really, you know, everyone should be sending this welcome email that we went through and explained last week in our video that you can find on the tracking sheet. And really, we walk them through all these tools and resources on the welcome email, and if you do an orientation call. And on Fresh Start, we're drilling down on everything, all these things. I used to think that there were a million things you had to learn in Isagenix. There's very few things said in a million different ways. And really everything on here, how to manage auto rewards, the Fresh Start Facebook page, you know, how to do the program, the healthy recipes, all of these, the IsaBody Challenge and Healthy Mind and Body, all of these are found on the welcome email and addressed in the orientation call, and then drilled down on again and again on the Fresh Start page.
Yep. So everything that you are doing, because people frankly require hearing things multiple times. you're helping them become very orientated to what we have in Isagenix. So between the Fresh Start page and the email and how you're breaking that out and sharing that with people, that's going to be very helpful for for everybody as you enroll them and bring them into the process. Thank you, Heidi.
Thanks, Em. And, again, repetition is the mother of all skill. So we just drill down on this and drill down on this. And everything on that welcome email, we drill down on again and again. So, Emily, thank you so much. Congratulations on all your success. I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to open it up for the next 5 minutes. I'd love anybody who was at Isagenix University Atlanta to share any nuggets. So hold on, let me stop